and welcome to the start of at least, it might be our only playthrough on stream. On recording, if you're watching this on YouTube, month after the fact it was streamed. But of last Epoch, recently released, I'll be honest, usually when I play a game, it's been released for like a month or two. We are 4 days out from release, so I hopped in very early in this game. Last Epoch is an action RPG from an indie studio. My understanding is a small studio made up of people who enjoyed playing action RPGs at the time, was not satisfied with what was out there, so over the course of... Let's see if we can look that up. When did Kickstarter for last Epoch launch? 2018. So over the course of 6 years, they kickstarted, built the studio, and all of this was specifically to build, design, and then get people to play the action RPG they felt they would be the most proud of. Full disclosure, I have played Diablo 1, 2, and 3. I have played Torchlight 1 and 2. I have played not Pillars of Eternity, Path of Exile. I always want to switch those two because they're both abbreviated POE. So I'm always talking about Pillars of Eternity when you know what I mean. I switch the names, but played Path of Exile. I have about 40 hours, 50 hours. How many hours in Path of Exile do I have? I have played it. I have about 50 hours of Path of Exile. I have never beaten the game. Grim. I have another 50 hours of Grim Dawn and all the DLC. Have never beaten the game. I found both games enjoyable, but not enough for me to beat the games, to finish the storylines of the games. I'd get maybe to Act 3, I think, in Grim Dawn, and 4, then I would just get bored of the game. I did play 50 hours of last Epoch beta. Now, the only classes I have not put in, at least... No, hold on. Well, let's take a look. Before we get too far into it, so you can either... They're calling season cycles and legacy. There's the difference between playing offline and online is if I'm online, I can talk and trade with people. If I'm... Basically, online's multiplayer, offline is single player. That is the only difference between the two things. Nothing else changes. A cycle is what they are calling a season. I didn't know what the difference was. But basically, if you create a cycle character, right? When the season ends, it gets booted to Legacy. You can keep playing it, and it's just now a Legacy character, not a seasonal character. So we're going to do a cycle character. Now, again, I played about 50 hours. Right, hold on. So, 3. Back. 4, 5. 6, 7. 8, 9. 10, 11. So I played each character for about 4 or 5 hours, which was just enough to get the taste of the masteries, but not get into the story. Okay? At the time I played, Falconer was not in the game. Rune Master was not in the game. Beastmaster was not in the game. And Warlock was not in the game. The warrior had all 3 of theirs. They have all, for the launch for 1.0, they have all undergone massive overhauls anyways. In addition, I believe, and I could be wrong about this, at least the entire first chapter completely reworked from the ground up. Maybe the first 2 chapters, but I will say at least the very first chapter. So for at least the first few hours of the game, brand new. You know, once we get to like tail end of early game, not that you can see me, I just did the quotes. I might understand what's going on, but beyond that, not going to have a clue. For this playthrough, obviously, this game is not possible to 100% in. I am a story player, so I will be focusing on the story. So, buckle in for that. This is not, we're going to blow through the story in, I don't know, 15 hours. And not know what's going on. We're just getting mechanics and kill, and loot. This is, what is the story of Last Epoch? Now, ooh, my voice. I'm going through puberty for the 30th time. Anyways, let me turn on my webcam because I'm not sure where this is going to end up. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Expect it to change as the playthrough goes along. We will be looking at mechanics. I understand there are already builds out there and that sort of thing. However, one of the selling points of this game is it's supposed to be really easy to respec, redo skill points, redo ability points to a point. That makes sense. That sort of thing. So, as opposed to looking up a build and following it, for my first character in this playthrough, we're actually going to see how easy that is. Now, I did have a lot of stuff. They wiped it. That is fine. Whatever. All good. So I will be starting from scratch. So, Forge Knight, Warrior, Sentinel, Warrior class. Exactly what it says on the tin. My understanding is essentially Void Knight is their version of an Unholy Knight or a Death Knight. Forge Guard, you're looking at the warrior versions of summons and that sort of thing, and then you have the Paladin. Great. Rogue, the stabby archery class. Blade Dancer focuses on close range rogue stuff. Marksman, long range rogue stuff. Falconer, using a falcon apparently. That's actually kind of neat. I will, offline, probably end up playing, unless something goes horribly wrong, end up playing every class to at least max level. And the way it works is base class for the first, unless they've rechanged it, I'll say 25 levels. I believe the cap is 100. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can look up. What is the level cap last Epoch? I thought it was 100. Yeah, it is 100. So the first 25 levels is basic, your base class, and then you will choose a master. Right? So everyone gets access to warriors, and then you choose your mastery, and you become a Void Knight, or a Forge Guard, or a Paladin. Once you choose that mastery, you cannot reset the mastery, but you can reset your skill points within base and mastery, if that makes sense. Alright. Wizard, mage, shooting spells. I'll be honest, usually I play wizards in these types. Wizards and necromancers. Or warlocks. Exception was Diablo 2. I found a busted ass, broken werewolf build, and I abused the hell out of it. Until they patched it. I still kept with it, but yeah. So, mage, exactly what you would expect. Sorcerer, the elemental focus. Spellblade, melee mage, rune master. My understanding is the way this works is once you cast 3 spells in a row, after that 3rd spell goes off, you get an effect. And depending on what 3 elements you cast, changes what effect goes off on that 3rd spell. For example, if you do Fire, Lightning, Ice, after that ice spell, this is not what it happens. I'm just using this as an example. It creates a turret of some sort. Or if you go Ice, Lightning, you get a different effect. If you go Fire, Fire, you get another new effect. So there's a lot of combinations. I might like it. I might not like it. I know I'll like the Sorcerer. I'm always a fan of Spellblades. We'll see. And then you have Primalists, a.k.a. Well, I was going to say Druids, but they're the Elementals. Right? So your Shamans, your Druids, your Beastmasters. Summon Beasts. Use... It's still elemental damage, but as opposed to like Fireball, Lightning Bolt, Ice Bolt, it's Firestorm, Blizzard, Avalanche. Does that make sense? So it's more, it boils down to the same, but the difference is, and a focus on totems. You know, it's just skinned differently. And then the Druid is the shape-shifting class, where you can be a Werebear, a Spriggan, or a Swarm Blade, whatever that is. I thought at one point you could turn into a dinosaur, but maybe it was just you could summon a dinosaur. Still really cool, by the way. Right, and then there's what we're gonna play. The Acolyte. Now, I find this interesting. It's like, Acolyte. There's your no priest class. So, you've got your Necromancer, i.e. summons, Lich spells, but the focus is the less health you have, the more powerful your spells are, so you're looking for this really interesting balance. I stuck with that. But I'm sure I'll still play one eventually. And then Warlock. All about curses, debuffs, that sort of thing. We're gonna play a Warlock this playthrough. So this will be an Acolyte. I always say Acolyte. There's no L there. It's Acolyte Warlock. And we're gonna try this out. Most of the streamers I watch, and the content creators I watch, have played... from what I can tell, the 3 most popular classes are Sentinel, Mage, and Primalist. I don't know if that's true, but of the dozen or so content creators I watch, I would say, let's see, like 6, 3-3 sort of thing, like 5-4-3, that sort of thing. No one's really picking, for whatever reason that I can see in the content creation, no one's picking the Rogue or Acolyte. We're gonna pick the Acolyte. So a rebellious scion who disobeyed her masters and sought out forbidden magic. The Acolyte will let nothing stop her from becoming more powerful. And we need a character name. I suck at names. Alright, how about... Guinevere's just a fun one. So we'll just take Guinevere, the Warlock. So, a master of the forbidden arts, they rend the spirits of their foes with relentless curses and corrupting flames. And before I forget, God, 15 minutes in, we're doing good. $30 on Steam. It's not free. Whatever. Only $30. Dude, considering the shit show that is Diablo 4, Why not, right? So we're going to be Guinevere the Warlock. I'm playing on normal mode. I'm playing on the cycle. I'm not doing... What is it? This character will not be able to party with nor obtain items found by other players. This includes items you will find on other solo characters, even if they share the same game mode cycle. So we're going to disable that. Normal mode. I don't do hardcore. At least not on stream. You can play a hardcore if you want to. Hardcore is exactly what you think it is. If this character dies, it will no longer be a hardcore character. Oh! But can be resurrected and played as a normal character in the same game mode challenge and cycle. Ah, that's good! So it's not deleted. I like that. I already like that over just deleting the character. I'm still gonna play normal. Because I suck at... I have fun with games like this, but I am not the best. Okay. So again, quick reminder. We're diving into the story. I know who does that for an action RPG. I do. We're going to be looking at, personally, the crafting system, the itemization. Actually, which is good. I know the itemization is good because it was the same as in the beta. They just fine-tuned it, so screw that. The crafting system, we'll be looking at. Skills and their ideas and skills. Same thing with passive points. And because one of the selling points is that it is very easy to reassign skill points and ability points when you want to, we will be looking at that as well. And the story. Again, because I'm a weird player who likes story for ARPGs. I know, freaky. So let us begin Guinevere the Warlock. Now...
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light. Of life.
Okay, it's not too loud for you guys.
Of humanity.
And I should be over it, and you can still
We
hear
disagreed. And yet, in her world, there were gods. Majasa of the desert, Lagon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Rae's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
Okay, this was not the story that I remember playing through. As far as I know, they only changed the first chapter and a half, maybe first two chapters. But they could have overhauled the story. If they did, kudos to them. Alright, looks like there's nothing in the lower right, so for right now, that is where the camera will stay. Left click or use joystick on your game. Oh! Cool. I am using mouse and keyboard. I know Carnage is doing a playthrough with a controller. And I know he's a more popular streamer than I am, so if you want to see how well a controller handles, go watch Carnage for a little while. Then please come back to me. But, interesting. Alright. So it's to POE. It depends on how you skill them. Alright, we're gonna move. Can I disable that? Alright.
They would be fools to deny my power.
Okay, so there is a shop. There is cosmetics, maps, questions, and skills. You don't have access to these yet. Settings. Alright, I am going to call them out on this. Display damage numbers is good. I would also like options for breaking this down. So, standard damage in white, elemental in a different color, void in another color, crits in a different color, and to be able to adjust the colors and that sort of thing. So that I could tell, oh yeah, no, that skill is working the way I expect it to, or, oh no, that skill is not working. It is working, but not the way I expect it to. Why? That sort of thing. Would highly recommend you add that. What else can we look at already? Game guide, ooh, loot filter. I don't know, can we import a filter? I do have a... Okay, things updated. Hold on. Import a filter. Okay. So you open file filter. You open this. You copy. You import. Confirm. Yes, so hide. All my filter does is hide normal and magic items. Cool. Can I change the name to hide? I guess normal magic. That is also one of the selling points. Is you can go ham with the filter. But I'm going to save this. I'm going to turn it off for now. If I still had all my stuff from my previous 50 hours, the loot, that sort of thing, I wouldn't do this. But for at least a few hours of the first playthrough, you kind of need... like a true ARPG, by the way, my mother was a loot goblin. My father was an Explorosaurus when it comes to RPGs of any type. I will explore and loot everything until I think I don't have to. Character. I'm also going to call you out on this. Okay, never mind. Then I'm going to suggest, well... Okay, this works. I am more of a fan of 6 stats over 5. And let me explain why. Vitality, strength, dexterity, fine. Physical damage taken, physical damage done, strength-based, dexterity-based, I understand that. Intelligence, magic damage done, magic's damage done. And I do admit it is from my years of playing Dungeons & Dragons. Let me delete that. So, you know... Wisdom would be the equivalent. Willpower. So you have a stat to resist physical stuff, and a stat to resist magical stuff on top of that. This could work depending on how they use them, but we will see. Alright, let's move. Alright, left click to move forward, right click. Rips blood out of a target enemy, dealing physical damage to it. An orb of the blood is drawn back to you, restoring 10 health when it reaches you. Alright, we're going to turn that into our basic attack and see how it does. Okay, well that was... Alright, great. Let me adjust the graphics. Medium, off. I can't turn this... Oh, I can turn it on. No, I can't turn it on. Okay. Volumetric lighting. Let's change that to high. And we'll see how that does. Maybe the next time something... I don't have the beefiest computer. Oh, much better. I have what one would consider an average computer. Health potions, great. Cool. I don't care because of my first attack. In the hands of a fallen messenger, you'll find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It is addressed to you.
Traveler, our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid. As Keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Etera's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand.
Sorry, grabbing a drink.
He wishes to destroy us and steal Etera's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
Take the letter. Done. Aha! Alright. Oh wait, is there more? Alright, nope, there's no more. Alright, pretty simple so far. Grab gold. Oh, interesting. Before they even spawned in, I could hit them. Ooh, we're getting out of that. Fire bad. Ooh, an axe. I for inventory, very basic. Right, so we're not doing melee damage, so we're looking for scepters, I guess. Alright, not the best versus large groups. The only thing keeping me alive is this skill. But good to know. Sure, blow up a fence. Again, I will explore everything. I like the map. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a problem. Hey! Ooh, well... Get a little helper. Hey, ooh, outcast drags. Great, we got a new skill. We're gonna set that to Q. I'm just gonna get rid of the sword attack. How many can I have? 3. Okay. Okay. Oh, and for those wondering, what scaling tags mean is when it comes to abilities and itemization, anything that has the tags physical, spell, or intelligence will add to rip blood damage. This one is, for my effect, minions and intelligence, and for them it's physical melee bow attack area. And A for an attack command if I want them to focus. Cool. Okay, you guys go. Really? Did it drop? Oh, okay. Okay, this has no forging potential. This has forging potential. Meaning, when we get to the ability to do crafting, can't do anything with this. This I can craft with. Alright, so we'll switch them for now, actually. Also, is it bigger? No. Alright. We'll do that. So, like, some of this... Yep, I already did that. Some of this, I know from the beta. I'm sure some things have changed. Defiled bones. What is that? It's a relic. Okay, cool. Increase my spell damage. So that means the damage on this has gone up. But not this, because it does not scale with spell damage. Now, if I got something that boosted intelligence on minion, this would have increased their damage, maybe? Question mark? I am liking the Acolyte. Well, that was... Oh, Burning Forest. That was quick. That was the intro. So that was pretty quick. The Burning Forest. This... Never seen this before. Okay. Don't know what you are, but die, please. Oh, no. The parties are burnt. They were fleeing. Oh... Oh, this is, these are not nice people. Gold. And if I do X, I can see everything. So. Even with the loot filter. No, you first. Oh, so there's a cap on health potions. Oh, to 50 plus 5 times character level. So level 1 is 55. At level 500, at max level, it's 550. Huh, okay. Oh, what's this? When health reaches 0, your characters die. That's no. Ward absorbs damage before health. Has no cap and decays over time. Decay occurs more quickly the more ward you have. Also, my understanding is that ward takes full damage from everything, like shields. But health, you know, if you've got armor or resistances, that is affected by that. Endurance reduces damage dealt to your health below your endurance threshold. Does not reduce damage dealt to ward. Right, so if I'm at 19%, no, 24 health, I will take 20% less damage. 24. Or less health. Okay, good to know. I'm learning things. I don't think... It might have been in the game when I was playing. Hey! Marrow shards. And a passive point. Alright, so we'll talk to Hebron.
When you arrived, was there a family? It was my mistake.
Yes, they are gone now.
They were cornered. And there were so many. I can handle Osprix. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left.
It's war, you can't save everyone.
What good are we if we can't? Sorry. I just met you and it's been a long road. Are you also here for the peace talks?
That's right. I would like, that's right, art, some sort of symbol to let me know this ends the conversation. Maybe this one keeps it going. Are you?
I am. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together?
Sounds good to me.
I wonder, which of us will take down more Osprix? Come, let me watch you fight.
Okay, so this is the big thing. So passive system information. Gain passive points by leveling up and completing quests. Advancing your passive tree will unlock new skills and passives. Initially, you may only place points in your base class tree. You will have the opportunity to choose a mastery class during... Mastery class? Yeah, that works. During your adventure. Once you choose a mastery class, you will gain access to the left section of all mastery and the right section of your chosen mastery. You only select one mastery per character. Alright, yeah, so these unspend and spend as you want. We can take a look at the Lich. So what they're saying is if I choose Lich, I get access to both halves. But that means on the Warlock and Necromancer, everything to the left of this chain, that's all I can choose from, in addition to all of this. Does that make sense? So if I chose Warlock, I could choose from all of this. But on the Lich and Necromancer, I could only choose to the left, this side of the chain. Okay, and once I choose Warlock, that choice cannot be undone. The passive points can be. So if I go, and I am planning to go Acolyte Warlock, just so you know. The points we're getting are supposed to be really easy to like, alright, however they do it, reset this. But once I choose Warlock, I can't go, oh shit, I meant to choose Lich. You can't undo that choice. Okay, so, Acolyte. Increased damage, always good. Armor? I don't want to get hit physically, but it's not a bad one. Oh! Intelligence. Well, that's always good. So, we're gonna put a point in intelligence. We're also gonna take a look at the Lich. So, the corruption of their power and uses the magic of blood and death, even at the expense of their own health. 1% of all damage is dealt... Okay. When I played, I don't think... This either wasn't as much, or it wasn't in the game. They were trying something else out. So that makes this a little... Spells and melee attacks deal increased damage equal to your missing health. So the more health you're missing, the more damage you do as a Lich. On top of that, all damage you deal is leeched as health. So if you're doing 100 damage, 1 point of health back. So you're trying to find a balancing act between how much damage you've taken. You know, I'm at 50%, everything gets, you know, you balance it. Not my cup of tea. Never been really good with that sort of thing. I'm sure I will play it eventually. Right now, not interested. Necromancer, like I said, summons and that sort of thing. Usually I'm all gung-ho for summons and that sort of thing. Great. Exoskeletons, and they deal no damage. But I am more interested in the Warlock. A master of the forbidden arts, they tear into the essence of their foes. So, it's all about dots and damage over time and that sort of thing. Mana on hit. And it looks like they're about fire, necromancer, fire and necrotic damage. Maybe blood, maybe poison, ward gain, I like that. That sort of thing. But, first point, forbidden knowledge, because why not? Alright, so what is this? Fire sharpened bones for your body. Take the visits of mana, oh! So this consumes health. It does a lot of damage. About 50% more damage than this. But as opposed, it consumes, so if I do W, so it doesn't use mana, it uses health. Interesting. Well, okay, we're going down. It's like, where are we going? Again, probably not my cup of tea with the build I'm eyeballing, but things can change.
Smoke.
Also, an AoE, so useful. Yeah, looks like there's a cap on the number of health potions you can have. So they use them. I mean, they're pretty much just use them. Anything up here? Alright, so which way do you think? Oh, that wasn't me, that was him. Nice. Alright. Well, we did get some stuff. The ring was auto-equipped because we didn't have one. I like that. Don't care. Lightning resistant, 5 health. It's something. Movement speed is nice. I'll probably end up selling it. Let's go this way. Oh, it looks like they loop back around.
So much destruction. And for what?
Yeah, it looks like they just loop back around. 34. So it looks like putting that point in intelligence added 4 damage. Heretic Garb. Well, that sounds fun. More armor. More forging. Well, not as much forging potential. Oh, how much can I zoom in? That's a good question. Pretty close. Oh, neat! And it does change. Alright, cool. You're dead! We're actually gonna change this to R. Nope. There we go. That's better. Because this we're spamming, this will toss out when we lose someone, and this is our AoE. Again, looks like maybe... we're gonna explore everything. So it doesn't matter, to be honest. Hey! Ooh! This... Oh, come on! Alright, we done? Let's go back this way where we know there's no enemies. Oh, shit! It disappeared. So... Oh, Wandering Spirits. Under random. So, the next... Oh! That's interesting. That sounds like another AoE skill. So we unlock skill specialization... And we've got another passive point. We're just gonna dump it. First 5 are going straight into this, and then we'll figure something out. So, skill system introduction. Viewing on, click on a skill. Use a new skill. Click on an action bar slot to access the skill selection panel. You can specialize in up to 5 skills by clicking an unlock specialization slot located above which unlock as you level. Wait, hold on. Up to 5 skills by clicking an unlock specialization slot located above, which unlocks as you level up. Gotcha. Okay. Comma in there. Specializing a skill will allow you to gain skill points for that skill by earning experience, which can use to empower and augment it. Some skills do not have an augment tree available yet. Oh, guys, come on. You gotta have at least something in there. To, know what I mean? At 1.0, every skill should have a tree. I don't know if they're talking about us specifically. So this is what one of the selling points. It's not just pick a skill, you know, do I want this skill to get 5% more damage or pierce 5% resistance. It's an actual tree. Our choices are... Well, we're going to do Rip Blood. But we can take a look. I'm not going to... See, I have to click Specialize. Great. So, it's not just, oh... You know, it starts down over on this side, and it's, you know, it branches into, like, 2 or 3 things. Like, alright, more damage or ignore resistance. Next stage, you pick 1 or 2. It's not that. It is literally... The circles make it cast faster. Great. Oh! Lost... less mana, but... You know, 3 points in this... Well, now it's free. You know what I mean? What's the... Yes? Nice! Alright. You know what I mean? And then that opens up... Oh, if it's out of mana, it's always free. So, it's changing that. Some of these do add damage, but more importantly, these hexagons change how the skill you're looking at works. Right? So if we take this, now it makes a blood spatter, but costs more mana. What does the blood spatter do? Turns it into an AoE. Cool. Oh. Right, but not the original target. That's weird. You would think this is connected to this. again, game just launched. I'm sure if you happen to watch this video a year from 2/25/2024, these will look completely different. So keep that in mind. It looks like they unlock at 5, what are we? 3? 3, 8, 20, 35, and 50. Alright. But I like this one. Causes enemies to bleed. This one, I'm not sure. I like the idea of turning this into a... This is how we heal. But, you know, summon skeleton. Ooh, cool. It gives crit chance to the minions, and it's costs less mana into they get whenever my skeleton wards it dies, I gain ward, or I just get more skeletons. New skeletons, let's say, or we can add skeleton roads, or more, you know, get these, now we can summon twice as many skeletons, or, you know, one dies, another is healed to full health, or we can no longer, we can no longer summon warriors, only archers and mages? Or only archers, I think. I think skeleton mage is a separate thing. You know, they do more damage. Archers fire ice arrows. Archers have multi-shot. Archers can fire fire arrows. So there is a way, like, it's not just, ooh, it's just like, no, I want to go a horde build. No, I want to go pure archers that shoot ice. And I can summon some that shoot fire and some that shoot ice. You know, yeah, there's 1, 2, you could go a pure horde build. 1, 2, 3, that doubles it to 6. And then, you know, is there one that gets rid of archers? No. It would be neat. This gives them AoE. If you've got a skill that removes warriors, having a skill in here somewhere on this side that removes archers, or even over here, would be nice. So, you know, I want only range? No, I want only melee. We're probably not going to use marrow shards. Wandering Spirit sounds like a fun one. For now. It is a large mana cost, but it lasts a while. But I can make them do poison damage. I can cause them to fear enemies. Now the channel spell. Yes. Now they shoot project. Now they're ranged in addition to doing melee. So there's a lot you can do here. We are going to specialize. We're going to switch. No, we're going to keep them. I do want to specialize in Rip Blood first. Respecking. If I... well, I'm only at 1. So I can either increase... I don't think I'm going to turn it into an AOE. This is nice. Run dry. I think you get a max of 20... But I'm leaning into, like, more health, more mana. So maybe we only need... So what the dots mean between the links? Someone just asked in a chat. What do the dots mean? And you see them here. What the dots mean is if I want access... In the past, if I want access to unnatural preservation, I have to put at least 1 point into Mania of Mortality. Right? If I go to skills, if I want access to Gushing Wound, I need to put at least 2 points into Hemoman. don't know if... I'm not going to turn it into the AoE. Because I want to do something... What I'm looking at long-term, in case you wonder, is I want to have fun with Chaos Bolts. I think we can take a look. Here's the idea I'm going with. If we take a look at Chaos Bolts, I don't like this. Harvest chance per dexterity. I am a wizard. I am getting... I don't know... like, how leveling up works. I would imagine I am getting no dexterity, a lot of intelligence through the level up process, and maybe vitality and attunement. I would argue that this is harvest chance per attunement is better than dexterity. Because that is so far outside what I would imagine a Warlock wants for points, that this might not be viable. But my original plan is, if this can work, cast Chaos Bolts. Chaos Bolts will trigger Rip Blood and Reaper of Mayhem, which is Harvest. And I'll be casting 3 spells for the cost of 1. And the specialization stat. That's the thing, right? If I put points into cast speed, which I have to do, it's pointless if another spell is casting, but the health granted would stay the same, the orb travel time would stay the same, health granted would stay the same. Well, we're not going to do that. This would stay the same, this would stay, you know, I would get all of this. So I'm wondering just a single point in this, 2 points in this, to get the bleed chance. And then a bunch of points in here, and then points in here might be the way to go. What do I want first? And respecking is very simple. Assuming it hasn't changed, what happens is... Well, here, let me show off. Because we've only got 1 point. Oh, nope, I want to change it. Respec. Despecializing will remove all skill points and experience from the skill and allow you to specialize on the skill in this place. The new skill will start at your minimum skill level. So right now it's 1. If I just remove the points, each point will reduce the skill level by 1 if above your minimum skill level. Level up the skill as normal to spend these points again. So that's all you have to do. If this were level... I don't know how this is calculated, but if we were level 20, right, and we had 10 points in this, and the minimum level was 5, I was like, ah, shit. Reset. I would always have at least 5 points to spend, and I would have to use the skill to get the 5 I respect. Does that make sense? It's a really easy thing. So definitely at least 2 points in here. So let's assume there's 9, 11, and that leaves 9 to split between all of this. Assuming there's not other ways to get points. So we may, again, we're gonna mess with that, but we'll do cast speed for now. Because I want that healing, not necessarily the damage. As weird as that sounds. Oh, 37 now, not...
Where'd you learn to fight?
Not 34. I put a point in this... Well, because we also leveled up, I bet you there's a whole... You know... As you level up, each point of intelligence isn't worth the same or something. Sparky. Nope, can't get up there.
As Orion ordered.
Oh yeah, this is working out great. Cool. 200% chance to stun. The question... Yes. Even if I don't have a base stun chance, it still gives me 200% of 1, not 200% of 0. Take a look at that. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Yeah, that means stun combined with these guys would be incredibly powerful. Alright. Oh. Great. Alright, so... Oh, more spell damage. And spells cost 3 less to cast, which means they're free right now. Cool. Plus 5 armor. Sure, it's always better. Oh shit! I missed all those. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no!
Before it reaches town.
Oh, you're gonna have a bad day with the stun, man.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Okay, good. It all fit. Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.